So I just read in one of Matt Kahn's books about a kind of a similar technique to the I love you for this one. So instead of going to a mirror, we'll just sit here where we are, close our eyes, and put our hands on our heart and just repeat out loud, I love you. And it sounds kind of weird, sounds kind of funny, um, but and it can be actually uncomfortable at first because I mean, I don't know what your experience with looking in the mirror is, but because I think I've talked before about how we, from the way when we get wounded growing up, we kind of close off our hearts and then we repress emotions, and that just like creates this hardened protective shell around our hearts. And so when we start trying to love ourselves, that this hardened shell is in the way. And I found that this practice of saying I love you to myself, sometimes it feels like every time I say it, it's like jabbing me in the chest. It's like
Oh,
like poking, like sometimes it feels like a physical pressure, like poking on my heart. And I think that's kind of like when you go to the dentist and they're scraping plaque off your teeth. I think it's kind of like doing that same thing where this
it's like a healing thing.
yeah, it's like scraping away that hardened protective shell around the heart. And
Oh, that's
so
interesting.
yeah, so I've started doing this on a daily basis too. And it sounds ridiculous and it feels ridiculous sometimes, but it's just a way to remind ourselves to love ourselves. And it's just a way to bring more love into our lives on a daily basis. Okay, so let's try it. Let's try this exercise. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Okay.
And it's going to probably seem kind of ridiculous. And I recommend like doing it playfully and like changing up your tone of voice, be like trying, different melodies, like I love you, I love you, I love you, make it silly and playful and not so serious.
Okay.
Okay, so let's settle into our seats, close our eyes. Let's take a deep cleansing breath first. So let's inhale fully and exhale, relaxing, letting go of any stress, any tension. So now can put our hands on our heart, and I'm going to start my timer, and we're just going to say I love you over and over again for a minute. So here we go. I love you.
Love
I
you.
love you. I love
Love
you.
you.
I love you.
Love you, Maria.
I love you.
And it's a really long time.
I love you.
Oh,
Love you. Love you. Love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love you. Hey, guess what? I love you.
I love you, Maria.
Love you. I love you. Okay, minutes up. That's right.
Um,
Feels kind of ridiculous, but it's kind of fun at the same time.